Hey guys. Should I leave the music on? Maybe I should. um, Last time I was around, I was doing this. Last time I was around, I had a bunch of thumbnails that were sort of like this one. Too dark, too light, too contrasty, too broken up, I guess. Too dark also. And I made this flamingo shit and decided I want to have some more happy, bright thumbnails. So I made this one. I was thinking about where the flamingos might be coming from. Maybe this is the land of flamingos. Just pink rocks and a waterfall. Maybe this is where they come from. There's just some flamingos over here. Yeah, I was crazy over bridges for a little while, and then I ditched them. I still haven't. I still didn't put in the time to try and explore this thing, what we talked about. So I'm just taking that and overpainting it, giving some context to some stuff that is not clear. Basically, everything is unclear, but yeah, I should take this and finish it finally. Yeah, this should be a red field, and these should be trees, but they should be more just looking like actual trees. Maybe there is a guy over here doing something. Maybe there's a murder scene again. Yeah, a bunch of branches, just grass here and there. Just have some stuff around. Well, way better, right? Anyway, so I also made this thing over here. This thing. And this is a sketch that comes from a deconstructed study. That's actually this study. And this is a study of a spot I have on my running loop. So I go running every now and then, right? Around the block. And on my way to the park, there is this spot I really like because of the tall trees and the big difference of elevation. So the road is basically way higher than the entrance of the building. So when I'm running around, I'm almost as high as the roof, which is weird. I don't know. And it always, the tall trees always make really interesting light scenarios, because again, it's like a big room. Like you have like a ceiling and a wall and some windows, and sometimes it's even more interesting when you have the light, like a light coming from the windows that's yellow, and then you have from these windows, and then you have from the sky a muted blue, which happens at dusk or like sunset, and or at sunset. Actually, it's the other way around. Yellow light hits these trees over here, and you have a darker blue here in the sky, and you have a yellow, no, you have dark windows, and then the trees have like a rhythm to them because of the yellow light that comes from the sun from the other way around when it's going down, and it's like a piano. But anyway, this is a study I made of a place. I know the place very well, but I like this light, so I decided to keep the light, sort of the light conditions that I know are there when we have that kind of light. So this is close, but if you have the house further away like this, it will look more like, it will be way more desaturated and lighter because of the atmospherics. And also I wanted to have more land. I wanted it to be more open, and also I want to have a different kind of setting, because I didn't want to just mimic this one. I wanted to just use the light information and conditions. So I kept the trees, I changed the composition, and decided to bring in more colors, as I always do, as we can see. And actually, this is a habit that maybe I should try to stay away from, because what we have at the end is it's something that has a lot of colors that maybe could be balanced better, or maybe they are okay balanced with the light and the composition and everything, but I keep putting all the colors I know that exist everywhere. It's just maybe someone could say it's my palette, but it's not. I keep doing this. I keep adding a lot of colors in my sketches, and it's too much. I should keep my palette smarter, and it maybe this turned out so candy-ish, candy-like, because of the explorations I did before that, because I wanted it to be too colorful. But I tend to swing in too much of um, exaggeration. Either I keep it black and white like this, or I go full color. So I took the same study and decided to make a new sketch, which is this one, which is way more serious than all the other sketches before that, because I was already aware of the of this color mess I got myself into lately, and also I wanted to have a stronger composition. I wanted to have more story to my sketch, as I should with all my sketches. But anyway, so I wanted to have more story, so still I wanted to reuse the same study, so I used the car. Actually I changed a bunch of things on the car. I changed values and hues, because the distance from the viewer to where the car is different, so the light changes the colors and the values. I changed a lot of other colors and values, as you can see in the house, in the houses, and in the trees and in the grass. I think that I kept the light from the study here better here than in this one, but I'm not that sure, because here I wanted to have, this is a C over here, this thing is C, and this is supposed to be sunny patch of grass, and these are supposed to be rocks, and this is like maybe a what do you call that, a lighthouse. So basically it's another it's just the setting is different, so the light, there's no way you can have the same feeling as you have here. But anyway, the light seems conditioned and seems way closer to this and this one. Anyway, so I wanted to have a composition that works well from a distance and from up close, and also I wanted to have a story, and I wanted to have way more what do you call that, so I guess this is closest to us, or maybe this one, maybe this, maybe this is second, and this is maybe third, 4, 5, what do you call that, planes, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe this should be lighter. I was battling with this, but it was just getting, I don't know, it's okay, right? But let's call this 9, 10, and yeah, and also I wanted to have story. I wanted to have characters. I should have way more characters than I have. I almost have none. I should do characters. I am so, one day. This guy over here is so bad. I should just fix him. I should redraw the whole pose. But at least we have them here and we know what's going on, I guess. Actually, this makes more sense here than here. Especially with this shit. What do you guys think happened here? Actually, I got some good feedback from some people around me on this one. And if I don't know, if I have time one day, I'll get to the feedback. There's just so many things that I want to do. So the feedback that I got was not only for this guy over here about the pose and everything, which is totally fair, is horrible, I should, yeah. But also, this thing is too noisy, the lake behind the guys. And it is. Actually, I kept it like that because I wanted it to be clearly a messy, swampy, disgusting place, like somewhere where you would dump a body. But it's a bit too noisy. Maybe it's a bit too noisy. I wanted to repeat the same sort of language of noise over here, but in a distance. And also I wanted to repeat the rhythm of having plain, clean ground over here, busy ground over here, plain ground over here, busy ground, playground, busy, plain. I was kind of busy with these stumps, the trees over here, but at one hand they're okay. I mean, they don't need. If I'm finishing this, if I polish it, yeah, there should be a little bit more work done, but not more than this shit. And yeah, and clean up stuff like that. This is a sketch, right? I really want to work more on my story and on my composition and characters in a scene than polishing. But anyway, let's get back to the feedback that I got. It was really cool. So these houses over here are a little bit. I like the way that they're crooked, but they could be cleaner. So they could be like that. Maybe in these windows this could be like that, like just cleaner, things, shapes, cleaner outlines. Don't try to have stuff you don't need. It's just, you don't need it. And also clean up this more and clean up this more. Just have it busy was the feedback, but smarter, which I think is good feedback. Just okay, keep it busy, but these shapes, they are too random, especially here. It's random, which is not that bad, but if they're organized, if the noise is better organized, it will be way better. And maybe even these things could be cleaner, because now it's a little bit more it's a little bit boring because it's equally noisy everywhere. Maybe I can just fuse the shore over here with the lake. Also put some more render on these guys, especially this one. He's a cool guy. Maybe move this fucking plant from here so we can see his hand. And there's no... This looks weird. I should move it over here. Or just like over, I don't know, just don't have it here. And yeah. Maybe I should show you guys. Maybe I should talk about the other sketch that I did. Let's see now. Yep. Maybe I should do that. Okay. I'm not looking at the chat at all. Maybe, should I do that? Oh, there you go. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have ArtStation and Instagram. Sure. There you go, Mr. Panka. Let's see my Instagram now. Actually, yeah, all of these things are from Instagram. Actually, the reason I'm doing these is because of Instagram. It's because there's people want to know what I think about while I'm painting this, and not that they're amazing or something. It's just everyone thinks about different things, I guess, maybe, and everyone has like their different way of approaching problems and solutions. So if you know how different people think and the way they approach different problems, I guess it's easier to solve similar problems yourself. So if you know, like, for example, why and how I made this thing, maybe it will be easier for you to make a similar thing. And that's it. Yeah, and so this is a sketch that I made from just reused parts of a study I made a few weeks back. I literally just took the study and just took all the elements I had in it and reused them to make a new composition, basically, that has the same light, the same elements, but just is a different composition, it's a different place. This is the study that I used. And this is again it's not part of my running loop, but I live nearby this place, and I've seen it with all kinds of different lights and conditions, and it's just the trees being less green and more green, and just being all kinds of crazy, and having like white flowers in the spring and shit. It's just I've seen it all, right? I know this place, but even if I didn't, you can just take a photo and study it, but I recommend take a place and take many photos of the place in different light conditions and study that. And then this is how you understand how light changes different materials, and light and air and water and everything is just, everything works together and bends what you see. So anyway, this is actually not the same light. This is a little bit more noon-ish, but to be fair, this is the UK, so the sun doesn't get that high up in the sky, no matter what season or part of the day it is. So this could be noon, it could be the afternoon, it's all the same. The light kind of hits this way, but if it's later in the afternoon, like 4 or 5 p.m., it kind of looks more like this, and the colors get more saturated. This is a little bit desaturated, so it's more the middle of the day kind of situation. But anyway, again, I wanted to have a new composition in another place with the same materials, with the same sort of light, and I wanted to tell a story, some kind of a story. I was thinking maybe I could have another murder scene, but maybe this is like part of a story where maybe this girl over here gets murdered or something. Or maybe not, I don't know, maybe she's going on a date, or maybe she lives here. She lives over here, and she's just going home. She lives in a mansion for some reason, and this is the back door, but it's broken. And there's just a giant tree over here and overgrown grass. And she's just going up to go home. Or maybe this is a school? Yeah, this makes more sense because this is a school and this is the back door of a school. It's a fancy school, but the door is not fixed. Maybe I should have drawn like a broken fence or something. I don't know. This works for my composition, it's fine. Yeah, and I also like this kind of clouds. I really was missing the clouds over here in the study, so I was like, oh, I have to have clouds. And also I wanted to have a simple, I don't know, a big space where your eye can rest, and I wanted this place to be here, but I'm not sure I managed to do that. I wanted to do too many things. I wanted to have direction, rhythm, but also to be clean. I don't think that it's as clean as it could be. Could be way more cleaner. This is not as organized as I wish it was, but it's a try. Maybe I have two pictures in one, or I don't know. I don't completely hate this sketch, but I'm not sure that I managed this right. Because it's supposed to tie up this thing with this thing, and to have direction and in a more simplified way. Maybe I should have worked more with this like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll get more feedback from some folks around me. Maybe I'll talk to him again. And see what he thinks, and also maybe Nikolai. Yeah. And yeah, it already looks better. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, that's already better. Or maybe not. I don't know. I'm stuck with this, so I'll leave it for a while. Maybe I should check the chat again. Yeah, I'm so I'm so not aware of what um what is the yeah, so you say you should add a panel at the bottom with your ArtStation and Instagram so people can watch your work without asking for the address. Yeah. I should. Maybe I should even like get a course about Twitch or something. I have no idea what is how is it, what's the appropriate way to do this. Yeah, I think it's time for me to go, guys. I'm starting to waste your time, and I should get back to drawing and painting. Maybe doing more characters. And yeah, I'll see you later, guys. Bye bye.